Let's bring up the starter for your Memphis Grizzlies. In the middle, standing 6'8", number 12, Darren Shaw. At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 2, Lonzo Ball. The other guard, at 6'3", number 3, CJ McCollum. Starting at small forward, at 6'6", number 10, Jimmy Butler. The other forward position, standing 6'8", number 13, Ben Adebayo. The Memphis Grizzlies head coach is Thomas Houston. Let's get it for your Memphis Grizzlies.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Tari Eason is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Vucevic. And it's Mitchell. And it's Baller in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, they've got McCollum. Adebayo is out there with Butler. Then it's Sharp. And it's Ball in at the two-guard position. Well, we still have lots of time left in the season, Coach, but we've seen some breakout performances, haven't we?
We certainly have. And that's one of my favorite things to track, Kevin. Which players improved in the offseason, which guys have taken their game to the next level.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so here is Chicago. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Mitchell. Outside, Ball. McCollum outside. Pass to Adebayo. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Chicago. Jackson setting the pick here for Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Butler. Deflects the pass. Leaps for it. Pass to Adebayo. And here is Butler. Over Mitchell. Butler, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Shots good by Mitchell.
In a volume score, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Vucevic following the score by Memphis. There's the 3, and it's Donovan Mitchell with the 3. Mitchell's got 5 now.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop him.
That's a 2 from Butler. It's all in by the Bulls. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
McCollum outside. Butler on the wing. McCollum with the screen on Eason. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Butler getting something right at the rim, and he says, thank you very much.
Outside Jackson. Back to Mitchell. The three. The rebound by Shaw. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Mitchell kicks to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Jackson a screen on Ball. Baller misses. The Grizzlies trailing to the right side. The tray. Ball no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Inside. Pass to Bowler. On the 3 off target. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Memphis. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
They get it back. The kick out to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen for Butler. A 3 from McCollum. Rebounded by Vucevic. Now Chicago's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points off there have been hard to come by. And Vucevic throws it down.
After setting a strong screen, the ball goes to Vucevic, and he makes a play.
It's McCollum on the wing. Adebayo against Jackson. Adebayo down low. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
They're just so strong. Bam. He's just so tough to stop.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
Shooting 1.
That one drops. He ties it up. To stand, multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
And he didn't punish him for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
McCollum outside. Back to Ball. Adebayo with a screen for Ball. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Timberwolves. And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Brooklyn Nets are not being complacent. They are already making transactions. They're hoping to give their offense a boost with the addition of DeMar DeRozan. This is an all-star caliber player who's thrived in multiple systems, and I'm hearing they have no doubt that DeRozan will slot in and provide an instant scoring threat.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adebayo's got 9.
Well, he's been hot out of the gates, 4 for 5, and he might just be getting started.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Ball feeling it out a bit. McCollum passes to Adebayo. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
Bulls trail by 6. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bowler. Vucevic against Sharp. For 3, Mitchell. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Adebayo. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Well, it's not easy being a 6'9" center in the NBA, but Bam holds his own fine with most of the 7-footers out there.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Let's turn up the noise and give a big welcome to your Grizzlies.
Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gaze checked in, and it's Reddish in for Saraf. Baller passes to Westbrook. Here's Vucevic. Wiggins outside. Vucevic is screen undone. Wiggins inside the line. And again, no good by Chicago. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. In third, the Grizzlies.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And the first one at the line is good. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
The Bulls making a switch here. Huff's jacked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. So, as a coach, during this long season, how do you keep your players engaged?
That's a great question, Kevin, but I got to tell you, I think it comes more to the players than the coaches. I think as a coach, you try to be consistent. You're always a little worried about fatigue. You've got to be concerned about the work and rest balance, both mentally and physically. But the players just have to be professional and get themselves ready to play on a daily basis.
Saraf, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Westbrook scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Houston with the rebound.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Done outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And again, Memphis no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Aldama slams it in.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
Here's Saroff. 1:43 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Gay. Lays it up off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Huff. Now Aldama. Back to Westbrook. There's the triple. Saroff with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Pass to Nisi. Here's Gay. Done outside. Here's Gay. From deep. No good on the shot. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. For 3, Westbrook. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Yeah, look, if I'm his coach, I'm going to get him involved in another way. Set a screen, get an assist, something to reset his mind a little bit.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Huff. Here's Baller. Takes it inside. And that one released in time, but no good. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Grizzlies. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Santi Aldama. Russell Westbrook out there with Andrew Wiggins. And there's Jackson. And it's Huff in at the 5. Home in the paint. Now here's Wiggins. Nothing on the board. Pass to Aldama. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Launches it. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Houston passes to Dunn. And here's Adebayo. Guarded by Jackson. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch. And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
He range out beyond the arc, and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Bulls trail by 7. Outside Westbrook. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. Pass to Nisi. Here's Adebayo. Guarded by Jackson. Adebayo against Jackson. Back to Nisi. Houston passes to Walker. Shoots over Aldama. And again, Memphis no good. The Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Walker, and Walker throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now here's Jackson. Still yet to score.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Walker kicks to Adebayo. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Dunn misses. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Jackson. Back to Westbrook. Out left to the wing. Here's Aldama. Walker with the rebound. Memphis leading by 9. Here's Houston. Dunn looking over the floor. Back to Adebayo. Outside, Walker lets the three fly. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Adebayo, such an excellent passer as a center. Finding the open man right there.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Making a change here. Butler's checked in. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Nikola Vucevic. Memphis on defense. Mitchell up top. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A model of consistency stand for many years. Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
Now here's Wiggins. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Houston with the rebound.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Pass to Adebayo. Over Jackson. From 16 feet away, he can score. Adebayo's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, defensively, if you're letting Adebayo get rolling, it's time to rethink your approach.
Now, here's Mitchell. And again, no good by Chicago.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Houston passes to Butler. Now, here's Adebayo. Vucevic defending. Adebayo with the bucket.
It's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the holes in the defense.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson finds Wiggins. And here is Mitchell. It's good, the assist this time from Jackson.
3.
Mitchell's got his third bucket of the night.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Baller. It's deflected. Here's Houston. Still without a basket. Outside, Adebayo. Dunn sets a screen for Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, Butler. Chicago grabs the miss. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Mitchell left side. Vucevic dishes to Mitchell. Jackson setting the pick here for Mitchell. From about 19 feet, Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Houston. Over Mitchell. And Houston gets it to go. Houston's got his first 2 points of the night.
There is the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in for Jaren Jackson. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Bulls third.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Here's Eason. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Sharp with this screen on Wiggins. Wiggins against Butler. A shot by Messi, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Mitchell missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
It's McCollum on the wing. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Bulls trail by 12. Wiggins passes the ball. Excellent D there from Ball.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one is off. Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. He hits the second from the line. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Chicago. It's a 13-point game coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Watching the film, guys, they were poor offensively. I expect much better execution tonight. Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Pass to Sharp. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Mitchell. And they get it back. Outside Butler. Sharp, the pass to Butler. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going. Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
Now here's McCollum. No scoring in this one. Sharp sets the pick for McCollum. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. 1:51 left in the first half. Pass to Vucevic. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies making a change here. Gaze checked in.
Into the lineup for Memphis, number 18, Mohamed Gee.
Sharp against Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Get the teardrop. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now here's Butler following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. Williams attacking. And Williams with the stuff.
And he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Defensive foul. Mohamed Gee. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
One shot.
At the line for the Bulls, Zaire Williams. 1 shot.
That's good from Williams. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. McCollum deciding where to go with it. It's Sharp, top of the key. Right side, ball to the paint. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Unable to get that one. Good D by McCollum.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Sinks the three-pointer. McCollum's got 5.
Well, no doubt McCollum is dangerous from distance.
Here's Baller. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Vucevic. And so we conclude the first half. It's the Grizzlies up 10. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching 2K Sports.
Hey, get ready for some high off the air and amazing stunts from your pocket like Arena Entertainment.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Memphis Grizzlies.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
2.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, conditioning, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Bulls trail by 10. Sharp out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Butler. And it's Ball in at the 2. That's the groove for Thomas Isolo as we begin the second half.
First team foul.
Here's Baller. Nothing on the board. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to get back on track here.
Well, McCollum's speed can make him tough to shake as a defender. He's able to just stay in front of you and contest the shot.
Pass to Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Adebayo's got 23 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Baller, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Pass to Baller. Pick by Vucevic. Here's Baller, and he can't bank that one in.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Ball, a screen on Eason. Butler against Eason. The kick out to Adebayo. Eason grabs the board.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Vucevic. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Sharp. Now Adebayo. Guarded by Jackson. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. In third, the Grizzlies.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
The 3 from McCollum, rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. A new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Kevin?
Yep, it flips quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. Butler. And again, Memphis, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's McCollum. Adebayo down low. Guarded by Jackson. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls.
Personal foul.
On Monday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Tyler Hero and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
First one falls for him.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
And so he hits both. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you get off with more resistance than that.
We get a chance to check out the story on Jimmy Butler. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season put up about 17 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Baller misses.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And the basket by McCollum.
So comfortable off the feed. McCollum has made a lot of these over the years.
Here's Baller, still without a basket. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Memphis. Sharp's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside, Ball. Pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Jackson. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
He's in with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. 4 on the clock. Baller misses.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Sharp with a screen on Jackson. Adebayo finds him. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, you see his mobility there. Bam is so elusive on the drive.
Mitchell is screen on McCollum. Here's Baller. Now hammering it in. Look out.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Memphis. McCollum outside. Memphis moving it around. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
The Bulls have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
At the line for the Bulls, number 12, taking 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. nails the third. Memphis leading by 21. Butler passes to Dunn. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Eason. Pass to Jackson. Mitchell looking it over. Clock at 6. Outside for Jackson. It's stolen by Adebayo. Outside Butler. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the rejection by Jackson. Eason with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Eason, a screen on Butler. Back to Eason. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Memphis. Sharp's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Outside Butler. It's up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Butler's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Mitchell. He takes it in, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Here's Houston. Back to Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Both teams will make substitutions. Chicago's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Baller. He has 5. 6 to shoot. Wiggins against Butler. And it's Wiggins missing.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Back to Butler. Done outside. Butler on the way. Over Wiggins. Wiggins with some nice D.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Gay with the rebound. Memphis has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Butler on the way, covered by Wiggins. Pass to Gay. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Houston. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Baller passes to Aldama. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Butler on the way. And stolen by Wiggins. Pass to Mitchell. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Houston. done outside. Here's Gabe. Defended by Aldama. 5 on the clock. Here's Butler. Wiggins with some nice D. And so it's Memphis, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Bulls. Russell Westbrook out there with Wiggins. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Huff in at the 5 spot. Now here's Westbrook. Following the miss by Bam Adebayo. Westbrook buries it down low.
Westbrook lives for those kind of drives, forcing the D's hand.
Jackson against Adebayo. It's blocked. Aldama with the ball. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Jackson. Back to Aldama. From downtown. Reddish grabs the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Here's Saraf. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of crafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts, where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Jackson misses. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Saraf. Reddish the pass to Adebayo. And he uses the glass on the lane. Adebayo's got 11 in the second half.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Jackson against Adebayo. Shot from 12. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Saraf. Now here's Reddish. And here's Adebayo. Guarded by Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, Adebayo never shies away from contact. He's so aggressive and forces the defense's hand.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies timeout. Man, turns out to the foot side for your walkthrough. Let's go. Now introducing the team that will make you scream, your walkthrough.
checked in, and it's Jimmy Butler in for Surratt. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Bulls.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Now here's Jackson. Mitchell kicks to Wiggins. Down low. Here's Aldama. At balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And look at how well Aldama moved. Setting the screen, but then quickly moving into scoring position.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Pass to Adebayo. And the call on the shot that sends into the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Free throw good, Adebayo. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
Here's Baller. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, number 12. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Houston's checked in. Good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. To the middle. Here's Kay. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Here's Baller. And again, no good by Chicago.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And stolen by Wiggins. Stolen away. Here's Surratt. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls. But overall, I think our officials do a great job. And the game is about as fair as it can be.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Reddish, he's checked in for Memphis. Tari Eason's checked in for Chicago. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Here's Saroff. Pass to Nisi. Here's Gay. Shot clock at 6. Here's Reddish. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jackson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Baller, and it's blocked. And they recover it. Jackson finds Eason. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Reddish. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. The Bulls have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Pass to Bowler. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Baller. To end the drought, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
A shot by Reddish, no good. The Bulls shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Outside Jackson, pass to Bowler. Looking to end his cold spell. Reddish grabs the rebound.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Here's Houston. Memphis moving it around. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists tonight.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Bowler. A 3-ball. And the Bulls with another miss.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Here's Houston. And it's done in the corner. Here's Houston. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Reddish. From outside, off the mark.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Here's Baller. And again, Chicago. No good. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Houston. Now, here's Reddish. To the paint. Gay's shot is good. Gay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Mitchell outside. Here's Baller. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Houston. Covered by Mitchell. Pass to Reddish. To the inside. Here's Gay. Powered down with both hands.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Mitchell outside. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different. Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Now, here's Reddish. Pass to Houston. Done outside. Clock at 4. Here's Messi. From deep three-point land, Chicago grabs the miss. Easton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's Houston. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Bam, a huge game for you. Is this just your own initiative, or is this something that your coaches and your teammates expect of you?
It's coming from everybody. They want me to be more assertive and really try to lead this team, and it's mainly because of Jimmy. Jimmy really pushing me right now to just be aggressive and keep doing what I'm doing, and you know I'm thankful for that and this team.
Expectations are high for Bam. Thanks so much.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.